Hey everyone, Marvelous Pax here. Time to do some market comic. Well, you could call it sniping, you could call it kind of my suggestions and kind of stuff I'm looking at. But I want to kind of go over some of the moves I've been making as of late, comic wise, ever since we had the latest big comic drop, the ASM 300, Amazing Spider Man 300, first full appearance of Venom. Huge book, very nostalgic, massively printed for when it came out, but also, if we go into the comic section, one of those books that definitely hits on a lot of gears because on VV they made it very limited. They made it a 10K edition, which is something people need to not overlook. Some of these books lately have been reduced to 20K, which is really cool, like She Hulk and also this Abomination first appearance right here. These are 20K editions. The 10K editions, Amazing Fantasy 15, ASM 300, um, those as of late are like two of the bigger books that we had to celebrate Spider-Man month. Really kick-ass month. Um, and it basically wrapped up with the Doc Ock drop and this comic, which I managed to get lucky. I hit the Spider-Man 300 on drop, got it, sold it right away, flipped it, no emotion, for 85 gems. Now, I love this Todd McFarlane cover, don't get me wrong, black suit Spidey and everything. But for me, I felt like comparing like this book to the AF-15 and seeing how the AF-15 was going below 500 gems, I put this book at around 85 gems was like pretty much where I felt it was going to be the highs on day one and 50 gems on the lows. And right now it's currently at about like 60 gems. Let's go double check on the market as it has been going up in value ever since, as this is being stacked for sure. So there's 1260 in the market. Let's take a look at the cover variants. You got 278 uncommon, 669 common. So these are definitely getting stacked bit by bit. And we're noticing the price dipped to the 40s, and now we're at 53 gems. So it's about around where I thought it would sit. So I knew I'd have a chance to buy it back because I sold it at 85. But moreover, the reason I didn't buy it back, even though that this is a very important book, um, I thought there were better books out there that were being disrespected. To be honest, let's go back to, well, you know what? Let's go to my collection. Let's see. So when I sold that book at 85, I then used that 85 and put it right back into books that I felt weren't getting enough respect. And I'm not recollecting for sure what I put it into. I know I can check that, but I know in my comics right now, this X-Men 4 book to me was one of those for sure. This Captain America iconic cover, the first battle between Cap and Wolverine as well. I needed to have this common. I don't know why I didn't. So I wanted the, instead of going for the Doc Ock drop, I wanted to get the first appearance of Doc Ock in the Silver Age book, ASM 3. I grabbed the first time the Fantastic Four battled the Hulk. So it's not always about first appearances of characters in some of these Silver Age keys. Sometimes it's these memorable battles that I was going after. And I know that these were some of the recent books that I picked up. Also, more Jubilees. These are like 2 gems right now, which is crazy to me because in a high grade, this book goes for like 400 to 1,000 bucks. You know, so and in like a 9 point, I'm sure there's gonna be 9.9 somewhere on the census because this is more of a Bronze Age type book or copper book. But still, first appearance of Jubilee, X-Men 244 right there. That's a big one, you know. So let's see all right now in my collection and see what else I've been. I think I can just go through in the profile too. And my comics were like at 1.3K value, and now they've since gone up to 1.6K because I've been making little moves here and there, taking advantage of some of these books that were really just getting disrespected. So I think What can I do right now? Yeah, you guys can see my gems. You guys can see I've been here since basically the pump. Um, what would be the way to see the most recent sales here? Transactions. Here we go. So I sold one of my posters for 1950 of the Raptor. That's why I have 30 something gems. Now these were some of the purchases in comics I made right after I made, let's see. There it is. After the fees, it was 77 gems for the ASM 300 right here. Um Maybe if I click on it it'll tell you the book. Yeah, see it tells you I grabbed a Tales to Astonish right here. I mean, I sold one right here as well. So there's, oops, dang it, didn't want to do that. Let me go back. There we go. Go back here. There we go. Okay, cool. Where were we? Down here. Okay, cool. So after that, I purchased. Yeah, this was the Tales to Astonish I picked up, and this one was 111, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And then I picked up for 4 gems. I believe this one was. Why does it keep saying Tales to Astonish on that? That's not right. Okay, but anyway, I know the 2 gem one was the Jubilee. I know the 4 gem one was. This was probably another Jubilee one. This was Uncanny 129. So yeah, it's kind of funky that it's not showing it. There we go. Here's the AMC Blue and Beta I sold. So that's right. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, Uncanny X-Men #4 right here for 1427. Um, for 2 gems or 183. Uncanny X-Men after the fees. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is the Jubilee book. Good. Now that's all right. And Captain America Annual. This is the first battle between Wolverine and Captain America. So that's cool. That's that's another one I picked up. What else was I picking up? Okay, The Amazing Spider-Man. This is the one. So I mean, these were super cheap commons, and to me, like, these books in real life are worth way more, a lot of them, than the ASM 300. Now I get it. The edition size is 10K. The edition sizes and whatnot. It's hard to compare, but just for me mentally, I just couldn't. It didn't sit well with me how the new and shiny book was what was getting so much attention. And AF-15, yes, that book definitely deserves to get the attention it does. But come on, I mean, for me, I think there's just certain plays out there. Like right now, let's look at the market. Let's look at comics. Let's see what we could pick up right now. Because hey, I mean, my comics are up, but I bet you I can find some good value somewhere in some of these books where I'm like, whoa, like this is undervalued. I only have 30 something gems, but let's at least pick something up while we're doing this video to kind of like make the point. You know what I mean? Like, some of these have way more editions, like Fantastic Four 1, Marvel Comics 1. Those have 60K editions, don't get me wrong. I know I'd love to have the Avengers, you know, book with Kang. Look, see, here's Fantastic Four. Let's see how that's doing right now. Fantastic Four, there's only 185 of the common. That's so low. So only 185 people are willing to list right now. And out of those 185 that are reasonable listings, well, look, last time I saw this book, it was less than 34 gems. Now it's already back up to 40. So people are stacking and picking these up little by little, and then, yeah, there are people listing little by little, but if we keep scrolling down, we see that it doesn't take much till you're already at 55 gems. So, out of these listings, definitely it starts to get high very quick. So that's interesting to see, and this is a great book. To me, this definitely deserves to be worth more than the ASM 300. And look, you can get it cheaper right now. That's cool. I mean, yeah, additions matter. and that's why we're seeing the difference in the price, because that's the whole situation. But we don't know how many have been locked up, how many were botted. We really don't know how many are going to get burned, and essentially there's now all these new options coming to gain MCP down the line that are going to be very spicy for this book. So let's go back and let's look at what would be a fun book to look at right now. I mean, I know that Avengers one I was talking about. Here we go, the Doctor Doom one. I remember buying this book at the beginning, like well over 100 gems, and now it's so cheap. You know, and I get it. We may not see those all-time highs anytime soon right now, but this is one of those books that's huge compared to the ASM, and this is a 30K edition. So we're not 60K edition, 30K edition right here. And you can get one as cheap as 29 gems. Like right now, I could buy one of these and have another one. You know, and if we look at for the mint numbers, like the lowest mint number right now is that it's a 4 digit is 3369, and then in terms of maybe a 3 digit, there's a bunch more 4 digits. We'd probably have to scroll way more further down to find that, but I would guess probably over 100 gems, maybe even cheaper. You know, if you're into lower mints, but definitely not a lot of these are listed. Now we're already into the hundreds right here. Let's see if anyone's flooring it. Here's a 3 digit at 165 for 928 edition number. That's crazy. So that just goes to show you right now where we're at. If that doesn't even matter to you, you can get a 4 digit for like 30 something gems. So super super good deal. So that's pretty interesting right now for such a big book, like that you could get a few of these. Soon you'll be able to get probably two of these for the price of one ASM 300, which is kind of insane. Like, I mean, if I sold mine for 85, I could have just stacked three of those right there. But I grabbed a whole bunch more comics. I kind of wanted to get my comic number up because between my family, we're well over like 230 comics at this point. But I want to get those numbers up little by little with the books I love the most, which is X-Men. You know, if you collect the stuff you love, you tend to hold it longer. Like this Avengers Kang book, 64 left. Wow. First appearance of Kang, huge Avengers book. Look at that. 133 gems, doing really well. So this is like the 10K edition that's had time to marinate in the app. You know, solid Silver Age key book. It's only gone up in value with the more speculation of Kang coming. If you've seen the season of Loki, you're definitely excited. You know he's going to be in Ant-Man Quantumania. This is great. You know, this is a book I will have in my collection very soon. It's more about moving certain other things around to get it. But there's no rush right now. I feel like we have plenty of time in this bear market to kind of stack stuff we love. That's why I'm just kind of like, I take my time to really enjoy the market and browse. You know, now I know we have some time with this bear market because it's so much of the majority of the active users come from the crypto world. We still have a big amount of people that are flipping these things really cheap. You know, I think there's still a huge opportunity for people that are coming in early right now. It's like, wow, you could stack some of the stuff you love and grab a few grails here and there and you're set. You know, really cool. I love all the variations of the book too. You know, the colors really pop out. You could tell like these books could be one day signed by some of the artists we love, um, which is really bullish. Even on some of these books that aren't as big yet in the app, like some of these Web of Spider-Man series books, I'm sure they're close to 1 gem each. Let's take a look. I mean, this is a sick looking cover. They're beautiful books. I own a couple in real life, so yeah. Oh wow, see, I didn't give it enough credit. 3 gems, and that's a 4 digit too that they're flooring right there. That's cool. That's cool. And let's see. There's so many books to choose from here. You know, you have the first appearance of the Green Goblin right there. That's awesome. Such a great book. Spider-Man ASM 14. So cool. Um, this group book, I got hit the secret rare on drop, which just goes to show, you know, you can turn $7 in a 20K edition thing into a quick what 150. Let's see what it's going for right now. I didn't sell mine. I still have it. I'm thinking if I sell this one, I would then just go and grab the Kang book right away. Like, yeah, right now it's at 150. I have mine up, I think, for 200. Let's double check. There's Rob's stuff. Rob's stuff has one at 200. There's me, 202. So yeah, you know, like if I sell that, I would probably put basically most of it into the Kang, and to my other stacks. Just because I gotta have that book, you know, that's one of those 10K books I want to have. My wife has the AF-15. You know, I have and I'll probably grab another ASM 300 because I feel like there's room for it to go down, maybe into the 40s again, and then I can pick it up. But we'll see. I mean, it could keep going up. It's very tough to tell with these. It just depends on who's stacking them hard at this point. There are people that are really stacking these books really hard. So let's see. There's so many good stuff on here. I mean, I think the main point I wanted to make is that, like, in hunting these books, you can spend hours kind of looking for which one you want to go for that you feel like, whoa, this is a huge key and is not being respected in the app right now, like, at all. Um, I mean, and don't get me wrong, Jubilee compared to others may not be a huge book, but I mean, for 2 gems, I mean, that's pretty much as low as it's gonna get. Let's see right now where it's at. I know I have a bunch of these. 260 in the market. So it's getting lower and lower for. It's not the newest of books, but it's not the oldest. To hit the app. Okay, so still, I mean, it's gotten higher than 2. I was picking these up at 2, and hey, you're making money when you're getting them at their lowest point, right off the bat. You know, if I wanted to sell a couple right now, hey, I'm making 70 cents. 70 cents times what? I got 6, 7 of them. That still adds up, you know. And let's see, what's the 4 digit? See, it looks like the next 4 digits 333, and then 347. So not bad at all. You can see how the discrepancy between 5 digit to 4 digit is very very low. Um, and then when you go from 5 digit to 3 digit, then you have that 10x almost of the common. That's where you'll see a bigger, like, those have been definitely more sought after. You can totally tell in this app that there are definite low mint collectors out there taking it very seriously, you know, and they're picking these things up. That's why we don't know what the true floors are for each of those mints, because we don't really get to see when they were last bought at how much. So yeah, when we get that metadata, that'll help a lot more, overall, with just being able to, um, kind of like know ballpark what's the good price to get in the given market. Um, Journey into Mystery. It's a great cover. First appearance of Loki. Just talking about the Loki show. I love the Loki show. I know they're filming season 2. I'm really excited for getting more of him. My wife loves Loki too, so can't hate. Look at that. 1290. That's nuts. I know this was 60K. Yeah, this was like a 50K or 60K drop. Yeah, that's crazy. It's so cheap though. And it's such an important book. Let's see. 40,000. Okay. 50K, 40 of the common. Wow. Woo. I gotta go to. I gotta go back and see a couple other books before I end this video. I want to at least pick something up here. I have at least 30 gems to work with. Doesn't have to be. I just want to find something kind of cheap. I could do Bronze Age. Yeah. I love the She-Hulk show. I know some people don't like it. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's funny. It's what it's meant to be. It's not, you know. Um, ooh, so many choices. Then you got first appearance of Falcon, first appearance of Black Cat, first appearance of Daredevil right there. That's such a classic suit right there. Let's see how. I feel like I don't have this book. This might be one of the ones I don't have. There's only 89 commons. Wow. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, I can afford it. It's like a 30K one, right? Let's see. Show more. It's beautiful. Yeah, 30K. Hmm. Only 89 listed. That's an interesting play right there. I'm gonna wait on this one just because I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna regret doing that too. All right. Well, that's the definite maybe one right there. Such a good book. All right, got that one there. Oh, I love my Uncanny X-Men 4 though. I mean, that's what I know. I might just have to pick one of these up again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm an X-Men guy. Just go with what I love. The uncommons have been kicking butt too. I know the uncommons were like, yeah, 31 right now for the lowest one. I got some of these at like 19.99. Like 20 gems. That's beautiful. Yeah. Let's go back to the common classic cover. Got Magneto at the table with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, his kids. 1489. Hmm. Yeah, this one's. I feel like this one's too cheap. I'm gonna have to get it. Get it and enjoy it. Verifying. Come on now. Give me my comic. Love me some Scarlet Witch. There we go. Successful. And I've got a whole 18 gems to spare. Cool, cool, cool. I can view it too. Let's view it. But yeah, that's basically the video today. Kind of looking at the market, looking at things, and this book in the real world is worth way more than the ASM 300. Now I get it. This isn't in real life physical. This is VV and this is digital premium book. Um, and there are more editions, but again, this book to me is just, you know, just the kind of goodness I'd want. First appearance of Wanda. I like having a mini stack of these, for sure. I feel like my account is leveled up with the stacks I'm making of these books. Always been a big X-Men fan. Love the uncommon. It's got that secret rare vibe to it. For her first appearance, to put her on the uncommon, that was cool. These are not to say these books aren't amazing. I will level up to these, for sure. But I definitely want me some Wanda. I want me some Scarlet Witch, and the common and uncommon give you that. But yeah, that's the video for today, guys. I plan to do some shorts, and collaborate with some of the more of the VV content creators out there. We've are part of a Twitter group thanks to VV Vault. So shout out to VV Vault. Everybody should be watching their drops on his channel. He supports all the smaller content creators. So mad props to him for organizing a small group so we can collaborate and share our knowledge. And I look forward to being able to bring my Marvel comic kind of brain and personality to the table and to the mix and to see what I can offer. Also plan to do some shorts on drops, make them like 60 seconds, kind of short, like should you, do I plan to go for the drop or not? When it comes down to Marvel collectibles and Marvel comics, I'm gonna kind of stay in my Marvel lane and speculate on those drops, doing some shorts. Before I lose my voice, y'all have a great rest of the week. This is Marvelous Pack signing out. Y'all take care. Peace.